Protests and unrest in Brooklyn Center have calmed down. However, they're having a lingering effect on local businesses. Reporter Sonia Goins shows us why it's anything but business as usual for one local automotive shop.
A Brooklyn Center business owner is using his boarded up window space to spread a message of love and peace during a time of uncertainty.
Hurting a little bit, but we're surviving and hoping for the best, and things will turn around soon.
Vance Automotive Services is located down the street from the Brooklyn Center Police Station. It's also blocks away from where the protests and riots took place after the fatal shooting of 20-year-old Daunte Wright.
It's a tragic.
Owner Van Hong has 3 children who are also mixed race. He can relate to what happened to Wright.
We're in support of the community. What happened wasn't right and wasn't right for anybody, so.
Mechanics are still working on vehicles, but the company is not keeping many vehicles in the lot overnight after a few cars were vandalized.
We do have 1 or 2 that's been broken into and windows smashed.
Despite the negative impact on his business, Hong is using the situation to uplift the community. He and his wife spray painted these words of encouragement.
Everything here is true. I mean, all lives matter, Black lives matter, people have feelings.
I like the message that they have on there.
And people are starting to take notice.
This is not a black-owned business, but they still care about blacks. They probably care about all of us.
Well, I think it sends a positive message to the community that better things are going to be coming for us in the future.
Hong, who is Vietnamese, says he knows what it's like to be discriminated against, especially with the rise in anti-Asian hate.
We're always on guard when we're going out in public somewhere.
He doesn't want his 3 children to live in a world where the color of a person's skin matters.
We're all part of our future, every one of us, and we need to just get past the color.
In Brooklyn Center, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
The city of Plymouth has the most medical device companies in all of Minnesota, and now it plans to add another. Silk Road Medical, which is based in Sunnyvale, California, has plans to expand into Plymouth. The company makes a minimally invasive device to treat carotid artery disease. The Plymouth City Council recently approved an application on the company's behalf to seek state funds to help it relocate and meet certain job targets. Silk Road Medical has plans to add nearly 70 new jobs in Plymouth over the first 2 years. Those jobs would have an hourly wage of more than $40 an hour. Meanwhile, another Plymouth company plans to add jobs. Energy Management Collaborative, or EMC, moved to a facility on Vicksburg Lane in 2017. It had hoped for a rapid expansion. However, its business was impacted by the pandemic. But now the company is ready to move forward and has added 10 jobs so far this year and is aiming to add another 75 jobs by the end of the year. EMC specializes in high-tech lighting for a broad range of industries and clients. Now that spring is here, people driving on Interstate 94 in Maple Grove will have to reacquaint themselves with road construction. Beginning Thursday, April 29th, MnDOT crews will separate the westbound lanes of I-94 between the 494 interchange and Highway 241 in St. Michael with concrete barriers. That means drivers will have to decide which lane to take before they reach the I-94-494 interchange. The left lane will be a bypass lane with no access to local roads until they reach St. Michael, while the 2 right lanes will provide local access to exits at Weaver Lake Road and Maple Grove Parkway.
And we'll start that and hopefully get that done by November 1st. And folks will have, the fully rolled back and more room and new concrete and just safer and smoother and great for trucks and cars and everyone's.
MnDOT expects the configuration to be in place through the summer. For more information on the project, you can find a link on our website, ccxmedia.org. Local cities continue to pave the way for organics recycling. Hennepin County will require all cities to offer organics recycling by 2022, but some cities have gotten a head start. Plymouth recently voted to require all licensed haulers to provide curbside organics recycling upon request by customers. Brooklyn Park will vote again at its next meeting to require haulers to offer organics recycling. Upon taking a closer look at its code related to recycling, Brooklyn Park made a few changes, saying it hadn't been updated in 30 years. If you're looking for a family activity that says springtime this weekend, Neil Persley may have found just the thing. Here's today's weekend showcase.
I was driving up Highway 169 north, about 109th Street, when I saw hold cute baby farm animals. I said, count me in.
We have lambs, we got some goats and chicks, and we got a baby camel in there.
I thought I'd say hello to my friend here, Mr. Camel.
It's a spring event that we like to see. A lot of people come out, have a little fun. The winter has been a long, so we are inviting everybody in the community to be part of the spring babies that we have here.
The BOUWMAN family started Spring Babies 4 years ago as an addition to their Harvest Festival and corn maze in the fall. It's the perfect activity for the whole family. Little to mid-sized kids will be fascinated with the animals.
I think she likes me.
Okay, some of the big kids will too. It's a full family effort and in many ways a labor of love.
Dad really enjoys setting this up and seeing the people like just react with the animals and seeing how much fun people have here.
The animals are the big attraction, but there are other things to do too. And if you get hungry, there's no charge just to stop by and chow down at the food trucks.
If you just want to come by and grab something to eat, we have all fair foods. If you do like it, come on by. And if you choose to do the baby animals, then yes, we do need a little fee.
Spring Babies is open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday through April 25th, and it's a great memory-making spot.
This little guy is pretty much off the scale of the cutometer, and you know I couldn't resist. From Spring Babies, Neil Persley, CCX News. You know you want to hold one.
I'm John Jacobson with sports. Cool weather has greeted spring sports athletes many days this month, but after not getting a season in 2020, they will take it.
Prep baseball in Maple Grove as the Crimson played at home against Totino-Grace. Bottom of the first inning with Grove up 1-0. Hunter Gerber strokes a single to center field. Sam Kleiber comes around to score, and Maple Grove leads 2-0 after 1. Third inning with 2 runners on for the Crimson. The pop fly into the wind hit by Aiden McMahon drops in center field for a hit. Kleiber and Brian O'Dwyer score on the play, and Maple Grove is up 4-0. Next batter is Zane Vitens, and his hit to center just eludes Connor Schusted, and it rolls past him. That allows McMahon to score from first base, and the Crimson are ahead 5-0 after 3. In the 5th, the Eagles get on the board. Luke Siegel with a hit to center field. Brennan Blake scores, fouled closely by Schusted. Totino's right back in it at 5-3. But in the 6th, the Crimson score again. Jacob Kilzer with a base hit to left, bringing home Cole Newell as Maple Grove wins 7-3 over Totino-Grace.
In softball, Park Centers face some of the tougher teams in the Northwest Suburban Conference to start the season. They faced a good Champlin Park team midweek. Jay Wilcox has the highlights.
It's Park Center making the short trip to Champlin Park to face the Rebels in Northwest Suburban softball. In the first, Alyssa Blaska grounds a hit to center field for Champlin Park. Erin Reardon comes in to score the game's first run. Later in the inning, Abby Meads grounds to second base. The Pirates get the out at first, but Blaska scores, and it's a 2-0 Rebels lead after 1 inning. With the score 3-0 in the 4th, Reardon drops a hit into short center field. Emily Rosine is in to score. The Rebels add 1 more on a sacrifice fly to stretch their lead to 5-0. Meanwhile, pitcher Riley Leonhardt shuts the Pirates down, throwing a 2-hit shutout with 9 strikeouts for the Rebels. In the 5th, Meads lines one hard to center. A nice catch, but it's deep enough for Blaska to tag up and score on the sac fly, and it's 6-0 Champlin Park. And they ended in the bottom of the 6th as Blaska delivers a 2-run single to make it 9-0. Blaska is 3 for 3 with 4 runs scored and 3 RBIs. The Rebels later get another run to win it 10-0 on the 10-run rule. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
In boys lacrosse, Armstrong looks like they will field a strong team this spring. The Falcons scored a nice win this week in their home opener.
Armstrong hosting Totino-Grace in boys lacrosse. First game of the year for the Eagles, second for the Falcons. First quarter, Armstrong's Trent Jacobson on the move, and the long stick midi fires a shot in for a goal, and it's 1-0 Falcons. Josh Mordahl spots Neil Jurgensen alone in front of the Eagles net, and he scores to make it 2-0 in the first quarter. Good start for head coach Ian Murphy and the Falcons. Brandon Northrup feeds Nate Albrecht inside with a pass. Albrecht scores one of his 5 goals on the night, and it's 4-0. Nice play here by the Eagles' Jack Krieger as he steals the Armstrong pass, then rips a shot low into the Falcons' net to get Totino-Grace on the board. However, they'd trail 6-1 after one. Second quarter, Mordahl gets some space and then shoots and scores. It's a big night for the junior attack. Armstrong leads 7-1. Right before halftime, Jurgensen passes to Mordahl. He scores from nearly the same spot again. Armstrong is up 10-3 at halftime. And they never allow the Eagles to close the gap in the second half. Northrup nets a goal here to make it 14-4 Falcons. Mordahl scores 8 goals in the game as Armstrong cruises to a 19-7 win. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.